Hi everyone, thanks for joining me. For this video, I'm going to be making a thank you card. So now that the holidays are over, I can get caught up on, thank you cards and things like this that I like to have on hand. Now this one I'm doing especially for my brother-in-law's girlfriend who made Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner this year. Now it's going to be a little different. I've been kind of checking these things out on, like Pinterest and Card Maker magazine and stuff like this. And this seems to be a trend, which I like. So I'm going to go ahead and do a card with this. Now what they're doing is they've got a different colored card base than maybe like a layer. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but this one is like a cream color. And then this is a solid white. And I like that. That's kind of, it makes it kind of elegant. Let's go ahead and finish it up though. Now, the embossing folder that I used, I got this off of Joann's.com. It's not like a typical, like a Doris or a Cuttlebug or anything like that. They're white, and one side is one impression and the other side is the other impression. And this one happens to be one of the big ones. I have a couple of them that are smaller than this, but this is the one I used. And it's butterflies and flowers, so I'm really liking that. And then over here, I used my scallop punch and also a circle punch. And I'm going to go ahead. I was, back and forth about do I want it pink or white. So I'm going to do the pink base and go ahead and punch a circle out in the solid white. And I'm going to do some stamping on this as well. All right, so let's go ahead and do the stamping first. This is actually a stamp that I've had for a super long time. I'm not really sure who it is. Maybe Fisker's. Okay, so that's it. And I'm just going to go ahead and ink that up. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to ink some of it off. That's why I have this little piece of paper here, kind of around like this. I'm going to have a little thank you sentiment on the front of this, so I'm not too concerned about getting it, completely covered. I can put the thank you sentiment right across there in that empty spot, so we're done with the ink. Now for the thank you sentiment, I was going through my stamp sets trying to reorganize and figure out how I was going to reorganize my craft room, and I came across this one that I've had from close to my heart, and I forgot that I had this one. So it's got a lot of really neat sayings on it, so I'm going to use that thank you. And I cut out one of these little die cuts from, these are from Die-Namics, and I squeezed that thank you stamp onto this little thing, so it kind of worked out okay. Now, a lot of times with those clear stamp sets, you can bend them so that they fit on that, and so that's what I tried to do. So let's put the card together. I'm going to put this on top of this. This is getting ink all over my hands here. I have to make sure I'm not going to get it on my card. And I'm going to just glue this, but I'm going to pop up the pink part. And I thought it needed just a tiny bit of color, so I just used my punch, my scallop punch, and it's a real pale pink. And that's going to go like that. Now this particular glue takes a little bit longer than the Tombow to dry, so I have to be careful with that. And I'm just going to cut, about that much. And this is going to go on the back. Let's see how we're doing with that. Yep. I'm still trying to, waiting patiently for my cut thumb to heal. All right, so I'm going to put this right down here, but let's go ahead and layer this on first. And I'm not really sure if I want to try to glue that flat on or pop it up a little bit. Let's go ahead and pop it up. I seem to always just glue it flat most of the time. So let's do something different. Move that base out of the way. We don't need it that big, or that wide actually. I know I've seen a lot of on the Spellbinders blog where they, you know, demonstrate or they put their finished cards on it, and there's a lot of that, you know, I call them two-tone. I don't know if there's an actual name for them, but there's a lot of cards that have like a darker or a cream and a white, and I just think it's so pretty. So I could probably be making some more cards like that just to play around for a little bit. Now if you wanted to add some more color to this, you could get out your distress pens or your Copics and color in those flowers. But I'm trying, that's not my idea for this card. But if you wanted to do that, that'd be great. Yeah, I think that'll be nice to have this popped up a little bit, be different. Just have to make sure I get that on straight. That's always a challenge for me. Alright, so then let's go ahead and I'm going to put this just right down in the corner here. Nice and simple. And then for this is going to go right here. Make sure that I'm right at the end here, and I think I will just put a little bit of foam tape on that as well. Make sure that it's not too wide. That might be too wide. Let's trim that down because it's at that crazy angle thing. It's if I had my pink distress ink out, this is where the side that I messed up on. If I had the pink distress ink out, I would ink the edges of this just a little bit. Maybe that's the better side. Oh, I almost dropped it. Let's see. I gotta take a look at this again. Hang on a second. Yeah, that's the better one. Jeez. Yeah, it didn't quite fit all the way, but this is the better one on this. So, all right, there it is. Isn't that cute? I just love this cream and this white color, and then just a little bit of a pink in there. And then, you know, I'll write a little thank you on the inside. So, all right, well, that's the card. And thanks all so much for watching. Have a great day.